Medley relay.
Our timely men on the track receiving section 2 on the women's distance medley relay.
Oregon now the collegiate record holders in the event. 10:42.05, breaking the mark of Washington from a year ago when they ran 10:43.39. You see Illinois on the inside, the Oregon Ducks their front and center, as they will get set to run here in this DMR. Final instructions here before they get to the racing. Been a fabulous day of competition. We appreciate you joining us for as much as you've been able to join us for. And we'll have more action for you tomorrow. As the racing's underway for a distance medley relay championship. And it's Michigan State out to the early lead, with Penn State behind them. So first 1,200 here. Note that Oregon looks like they shifted their personnel. That's Wilma Nielsen, one of the top performers in the mile in collegiate history, running the first leg as they had listed Allie Ince, but there's been a change. In fact, it's now been updated. Nielsen, Mariah Oliveira, Samantha McDonald, and Mia Barnett is the quartet for Oregon. So Allie Ince not even in the competition here, as the Ducks made some late personnel changes, which is sometimes to be expected. Meantime, Michigan State still the leader. Penn State, Oregon, Illinois, Minnesota. Clearly these races in these competitions, not about time, it's about points. And so these early laps starting to create a little bit of separation. The top 6 teams there in order: Michigan State, Penn State, Oregon, Minnesota, and Washington. Then Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Indiana. Caitlin Stewart Barnett still holding on to the lead here. Expect to see Nielsen maybe attack here on the backstretch, and look at her go now to find a new gear and challenging on the outside into second. Michigan State and Oregon creating a little separation here coming in to the exchange. as Mariah Oliveira takes the baton for Oregon, and Michigan State counters with Alexis Wilson. Just 2 laps of the track here on leg number 2. Oregon and Michigan State. Penn State with Zoe Goldstein has moved back up and into the mix. And then Minnesota. You know, in a situation like this where there's so much sprint talent in places like USC and UCLA, but they do not have the distance contingent at those 2 schools, so neither of those 2 teams are fielded in the DMR here. So this is where schools like Oregon and Washington and Penn State and Michigan State try to amass some points to survive some of that onslaught of sprint talent from the LA schools coming up tomorrow. Oregon now with the lead. Samantha McDonald will carry this 800-meter leg. Michigan State counters with Shea Harbaugh, and Penn State with Tyessa Buchanan. McDonald opening up a little bit of a lead here for the Oregon women, who sit 3 points behind Illinois coming into this last event of the day, though the women's weight throw is continuing, so that will involve some additional points before the end of the day. Men's scores through 5 of 18 events has Wisconsin with 33, Oregon with 29, Washington with 26. Of course, Wisconsin, the defending Big Ten indoor champions, trying to hold on to that lead at least through day 1 of competition. McDonald giving back some of that lead here with 1 lap to go. Good job by Harbaugh of Michigan State. And McDonald starting to struggle a little bit here in the final lap of the 3rd leg. Still has that lead, though, and preserving it now. Maybe a little bit more effort here in this final 100 meters. Just trying to get the baton home here, as it'll be an 1,600-meter leg for Mia Barnett, as Barnett gets the baton and maybe about a 10-meter lead on Rachel Forsyth for the final exchange of the evening. So it's Oregon, Michigan State, Penn State, Washington, and Indiana. Madeline Ullum of Penn State on the anchor leg, Julia David-Smith for Washington. But 7 laps to go, and you don't have to get all of that lead cut away from Barnett in just 1 lap, so let's see how patient Michigan State and Penn State and others try to play this one. Minnesota is in 4th. Little look over the shoulder by Barnett. Call it a little bit close to a 10-meter lead here with 6 laps to go. This result, if placings hold, would put Oregon into the lead pending the outcome of that weight throw competition. About the same distance between Barnett and Forsyth. Meet record in this event, 10:56.46, set back in 2013. And here's Barnett again. Forsyth was like 2 lines behind, maybe lost a couple of meters there. 4 laps to go. There is Forsyth with Penn State in 3rd. Minnesota has now actually moved into 3rd, so Penn State is 4th. And Barnett looking very comfortable in the leadership position. Keeping her eyes straight ahead, not looking around. And I think she added a couple of more meters there. 3 laps to go. Erin Reedy of Minnesota beginning to close the gap just a little bit on Forsyth here. As the race for points from behind becomes a subplot to watch here, with Oregon in command of this DMR on the women's side. And every lap, Barnett adding just a couple of meters on the difference between her and Forsyth. You can see Reedy really going to the arms there and trying to close the gap here, running out of time and real estate to do so. With Michigan State there solidly in 2nd. Forsyth maybe a slight turn and look around. She's more than likely getting some help from her teammates and her coaching staff. Shalane Flanagan, there you see her actually at the top left of your screen at the top of the final turn, watching an appreciation for what she's put together along with Jerry Schumacher and the program at Oregon. Barnett. Big turnaround now as she realizes that they have this race well in hand. Flanagan looking on. Thumbs up from her. And it will be the Oregon Ducks taking the Big Ten indoor distance medley relay in 10:56.97, just a half second off of that meet record. And in some late stages change of personnel for the Oregon Ducks, the team of Wilma Nielsen, Mariah Oliveira, Samantha McDonald, and Mia Barnett take the victory in the women's distance medley relay.